see if it's probably good enough. How we doing? That's how I'm gonna start these YouTube videos, I think. I'm not gonna hey guys, yeah, or what's up everybody. I think that's kind of too generic for my taste. Anyways, I'm gonna try and keep as quick as possible because I mean this is a stream, not even a stream, this is a video. Let's make it short. My YouTube name's Good Austin. Welcome to my channel. It's nice here. It's warm. You might see me with a hoodie on, but that's just because the AC is always on because it needs to be. Where I live, I get cold. Anyways, I am from upstate New York. I lived there for the majority of my life. I'm still pretty young, 28. If that matters to you. Only recently I moved south to Florida, and let's make it quick. I said let's make it quick. I'm gonna have to cut this video up. Anyways, as a kid, I played a bunch of sports. I raced go-karts for 7 to 8 years. My uncle used to joke around and say it was semi-professionally, but I think it was pretty professional for an 8-year-old to be going 60 to 80 miles an hour around a circle on dirt. It's pretty professional, especially when you win races. And I wanted to show, I know it's not gonna get it, but just so you get a little vibe of what was going on. That's me in the white. Oh, just in case you're wondering, yeah, the kid won. The kid won a lot. But racing got expensive for my family, and at the time we weren't making money off of racing, so it didn't really seem like something that we should continue doing to put ourselves further in a hole, I should say. So, ran cross country. That's pretty much what I remember from high school. Is just running a lot, and the only reason why I ran so much was because we won, and we won a lot. But anyways, besides that, moving on, I went to college. I dropped out of college because I didn't see myself enjoying what I was doing, and I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Who knew that it would take so long to figure out, but I think I finally figured it out. I'm going to keep that for me though. Well, anyways, whole reason why I'm on YouTube is because my friends, who I consider friends, people who you know, if you're watching this, you know who they are. Do I gotta mention everybody? There's too many people. But I should say, I have been a part of the Release the Snyder Cut movement and the Restore the Snyderverse movement. For Release the Snyder Cut, I definitely was just a background player. I would retweet and hashtag every now and then when there was an event. I'd go on Twitter. I'd make sure I go on Twitter and Instagram and make sure that I took part in it. And I would make my own donations without needing to have a shirt or anything like that to AFSP. And that's the one cool thing I think the golden thing that's the best part about this fandom is the fact that we have raised so much money for a charity that does so much good. I mean, you can't deny that. Moving on though, I followed as many scoopers as I could before the Snyder Cut came out. I mean, as all we all did, I imagine, to try and figure out what the next puzzle piece was and what did Zack drop now and all that. The hype machine was crazy then, and I didn't know the players in the sphere of the internet who were quote unquote the leaders of the movement. Um, I didn't know who they were. I followed some, but I would get my info from like fan sites, or not sites, fan accounts. Um, it wasn't until the Snyder Cut actually came out or was coming out, was on the verge of coming out, that I found Sil Abdul on YouTube because I wanted to find somebody who was having long conversations that I could listen to while I was at work, but also had different viewpoints than some other YouTubers. Because I listen to everything, especially when I'm working. I try to almost like drown out work with whatever I'm listening to. So I listen pretty intently and remember a lot of things. And you listen to somebody long enough, they kind of show who they really are. And it's I didn't want to keep supporting fake people. I hated that. I was like, man, this guy sucks, or this woman sucks, this person sucks. I don't want to spend my time and my energy and soak up the energy of this negative person or this toxic person. So my YouTube algorithm blessed me with Sil Abdul, and then I continue to get blessed with others in his stratosphere and people that he put on. And I think that the first thing that empowered me in as a Snyderverse, like, oh, I actually mean something in this movement, was it's funny to say, probably for some, funny to hear, when Sil made me a mod, and I was like, oh, he actually notices me like saying good stuff and trying to keep things civil in the chat room and calling other people out, and he would see me on Twitter, and that was really awesome. And ever since then, I've been a mod in a bunch of other people's channel. Thank you to everybody who's made me a mod. Um, that's the best part about being involved here is having you guys involve us, which is, and here I am making my own YouTube video for everybody to watch, and I hope you like it. I had a whole page of notes written. No, I didn't. I knew that wasn't gonna mean anything, but I think I should read um, the bottom part because I think that a lot of people will relate to this. Which once the Snyder Cut was released, after for many years people told us it didn't exist, and I'm sure you even had friends, family that told you to stop talking about it and they didn't care and yada yada yada. Wow. Meanwhile, we heard more stories about the atrocities that happened when Joss Whedon was directing and took over the reshoots, and you're hearing all this stuff and you feel very activated. That's a perfect word for this. And you want to do something about it, and you want to tell more people about it and have them aware of all the crappy things that went on and the bad name that many put on Zack Snyder for their crappy actions. And you feel powerless in a lot of ways because people don't care until you find a community that does care, which I've found, and that's awesome. And I can't thank everybody enough for welcoming me as much as they have. And I've seen it firsthand when somebody who is new or an OG comes back into the fold, and everyone's welcomed with open arms. And that can't be said in a lot of other communities. Not so easily, at least. Even if you don't have anything else to offer, but your time and your one view and your one like that's all we want. We just want you here. and we want to interact with everybody. So after the Snyder Cut was released, I myself had to tell a lot of friends that, wow, this movie is crazy and you need to watch it. And some didn't believe me. They're very contrarians. That's the best word that I've learned recently. All of my friends were. And it sucked. And I got called a Snyder fanboy. And I've never been called a cultist by my friend, thankfully. But I'm sure if they heard that, they'd call me it. But the main thing that I've learned out of all this is to try and not argue with idiots. And that's easier said than done, because you listen or you read some things that people say and you're like, what? Anyways, you lose valuable brain cells when you do that. So try to refrain from it. It makes life go a lot better. That's all I'm saying. Take that for what it is. Okay, I did write down some people, though, that I want to thank real quick at the end of this video. Some people that I want to thank for sure. Top of the list, Sil Abdul. Go to Sil Abdul link. If you're watching this video and somehow you've not subscribed to that, man, go do it, please. Thank you. Sil, thanks for everything. And you're like, what are you thanking me for, bro? For welcoming me to the community, and for always having my back, and for just being so awesome. You take things with grace, and that is not a pun that was meant to be intended. That was some things just hit you like that, bro. Anyways, thanks, bro. And I'm looking forward to what the future holds for you. And I couldn't be prouder to be a part of a community that you have cultivated, and a community that you have led to the promised land time and time again. And you've also led us to our liquor cabinets and our refrigerators. And Mikey has led us to therapy. But thank both of you. Thank Mikey. Of course, thank Mikey Sutton for all the scoops, for all the jokes, for all the story times, man. It's crazy. I just had to click on my thing because I've been talking for so long to make sure my computer's refreshed. Anyways, let me wrap this up. Other people that I have to thank, Zod Ryder for sure. I'm gonna be on his stream for a live late night Q&A. Hopefully I get this video out before then. This is future me thanking past me for doing that. Thanks, me. Cool. Zod Ryder, thank you for also making me a mod. Thank you for being the one to try and make a bridge rather than burning it with many people in this fandom. Thank you. Thank you, Skywalker. Thank you, Necron. And thank you, Savage Bat. Yeah, you like that? And thank you, the Bat Channel, Trey, and Super Bro Corey. Thank you guys so much for all the laughter that we've had, and the fun that we're gonna have in the future. And what is this channel for? It's for this. It's for me being able to talk. I don't know how many live streams I'm gonna do. Honestly, my computer barely handles this. So I like to be on other people's panels and contribute to other people's channels as much as possible, and I'm going to continue to do that in every way that I can, and I'm going to continue to be the good Austin, the real Austin, the only, whatever you guys want to call me. I will be there in the chat most likely, and if I'm not, you know I got a good reason not to be. You know I got a good reason. You know I got a good reason. Restore the Snyderverse, and I'll see y'all next time.